Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome in, race fans. It is week number 3 here in the Noma Next Gen Series, and this week we are off to Chicagoland Speedway. Let me go ahead and show you some of the race info from today. It is a 1.53 mile track. It is 106 degrees Fahrenheit track temperature today, so woo, going to be a hot one out there. It is 66 degrees Fahrenheit ambient temperature, so nice, you know, mild day for us up here in the stands. 77% humidity, clear day with 4-mile-per-hour winds, so the drivers don't have too much to deal with other than the track temperature. I think that will become an issue, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. They are currently doing their practice session, which was set for 45 minutes. As soon as we're done with that, we're going to move on to qualifying, which will be set for 5 minutes. They'll have 2 chances to put in a good lap time. We'll take those results and line them up for the main race of the day, which will be 150 laps of racing. Remember, at lap 30 and at lap 65, we will have the end of both of those stages, so look for the yellow flag to come flying out on those laps. They have 5 sets of tires to use today, which I don't know if they'll have to use them all, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Faster pairs, they do have 1. They have 3 chances to do a green-white checkered attempt, and of course this is brought to you by Royalty Racing Network and myself, Triple F Bomb. Welcome in, everybody. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Happy Saturday. I'm excited to get back to some racing with this crew. I'll tell you what, it's been an excellent season so far. I know they're out there zooming around the track right now currently. I don't see anybody out on track. Let me see if anybody... No, literally no one is out on track at the moment. What is everybody doing? That is a great question. I don't know, but yeah, I was going to introduce some of the drivers, but if everybody's in pit lane, I'm not entirely sure. Let me check Discord really quick. I know we had to set up a new session here, and maybe we have to do that again. I don't know. No, I see everybody. It looks to be good. I'm not entirely sure. Is anybody out there? Somewhere? Anywhere? I don't know. I can't believe nobody's on the track. We have about 12 minutes left for practice, and then we're going to head off into, you know, some qualifying. But I guess everybody is good with what they got. Yeah. Good evening. Hello, hello, Nancy. Welcome in. Hello, Drafty. Hello, Benjamin. Hello, Glizzy, and hello, Leon. I guess everybody's hiding. Yeah, I was going to show off paint jobs and give them, you know, the whole spiel, but I guess not. Yeah, well, what do we do? I guess we're going to go ahead and show you some of the standings for this season so far. We've had 2 races in the books. We're on to race number 3, and this is where the points stand currently. As you can see, John Ross, the number 44 car for Team Adrenaline, is at the top of the board. Everybody with 104 points. Chris Cornett in the 88 car for 0X Sim Racing. He is in second place. He won the race last week. He done a really, really impressive drive, for the last stint there last week, and man, he really put it on him, and he was the man to beat. So that win last week going to put him second place in points right now with 94 points. And our round 1 winner, Devin Bacino, he won at Daytona for Team Neon. He is going to be in third place, tied with Zach Lockett right now with 88 points apiece. Who else do we have? Matthew Fritz is going to round out your top 5 right now. For Venom Racing, he has 75 points. So yeah, you can see just how close the points are right now. John Ross is going to be the man to beat, it looks like, though, with 104 points. Got a 10-point advantage right now already in week number 3. So yeah, he'll be one to watch, that is for sure. I'm not entirely sure what to talk about when nobody's on track. I guess we're just going to talk about everybody's day. How was y'all's day? How was y'all's week? Hopefully y'all's week was good. My week was good. Can't complain. I'm currently on vacation from work. I started that on Thursday. So, I get all the time in the world to just hang out, which I'm not very used to. I haven't had a vacation in quite some time. But, yeah. So, I'm enjoying my week. I'll be off all of next week, too. So, I don't know what to do with myself with all this time. I'm not going to lie. But I do enjoy it. I'm not going to complain, that's for sure. I'm wondering if did they reload the session? I'm going to click on iRacing here really quick. Uh-oh. Wait. Did we set up a new session? I don't know. Let me look in iRacing here really quick. Oh, this is the session. Oh, wait. Is this a new session? No, this is the session. I'm in the right session. I have no idea. I'm currently setting up a new PC, waiting to hear or see my 0X teammates tear it up. Yep. Got a feeling they're going to be just fine. They've done really good this season so far. Really, really good. I'm not going to lie. Let's see the team standings right now. Team standings right now. Team Adrenaline looks to be at the top of the board with 104 points. Oh no, that's the entire roster right there. Yeah, they have 266 points. I apologize. So yeah, Team Adrenaline is at the top of the board. Team Venom Racing is currently in second place with 165 points. Team 0X Sim Racing is currently rounding out top 3 with 163 points. H&L Motorsports in fourth place with 159. And Hammer Time Motorsports going to round out the top 5 right now with 143 points. Yeah, Team Adrenaline, definitely the team to beat at the moment. See how it goes after tonight. We're going to start mixing in some of these different races too. There's going to be some road course races. I think that will definitely shake up the points a bit, but only time will tell. Only time will tell. Disconnected. I see an awful lot of disconnect. I don't see anybody in this session, which makes me kind of wonder if I'm in the right session, even though, this is the only session that they have listed for the league. So let me ask Jay directly. Jay is the man, by the way. Jay Stinson. He's also a racer in this league, but he kind of runs the show over here for Noma, so he's always my point of contact. He's usually quick to respond, so we'll hear something soon, I'm sure. If not, I'll just hop in their voice channel and figure out what the hell's going on. I think they're gone too. I don't think they're in this session, but there's no, like I showed you, there's no other sessions up right now for them. Like, this is the session I'm in, Chicagoland Speedway. That's the only one that they show. See, but both sessions are closed now, so I'm not sure if they set it up wrong, because I know the first version that they had set up, and there's been some issues with iRacing currently. I'm not entirely sure what the hell's going on, but after the last update, some people are having, a tough time keeping these sessions, like the ones that they had scheduled prior, and the ones that they're scheduling after. It seems like there's some bugs here and there. I'm not entirely sure what's going on, because I haven't looked into it myself, but so it was set up to be a night race. It was supposed to start at 8 p.m. Time, track time, and then this one was set up midday, at lunch. So I'm not sure. Maybe it was set up wrong and they're putting up a new session. Haven't heard back from Jay yet, so I'll just sit here and look at this. No, yeah, no, very boogity these racers. I agree. I agree. I guess I'll go ahead and roll those things down at the bottom so you all can go ahead and check out some of the things that we got going on over here at the Royalty Racing Network. You can see this is not the only night of racing that we do over here on this channel. I only broadcast the Saturday night races for Noma series, but Drafty Beef and Joshua King, they do the other races, so if you guys ever want to check them out. This is the app that Joey sent me. Huh? No idea. I know, man. There's been a lot of a lot of issues since the last update. I know the like the Fords for the Gen 6s, like the black boxes, were just broke. I did see that, and I was like, oh man, that's not good. Which is to be expected. It was a pretty big update for iRacing, so we can't even complain because, you know, at least we're getting updates from iRacing. They're not just leaving us high and dry. But still, it really sucks for all these league owners and league runners. Makes things very complicated. I'm going to hop into a voice channel here really quick and see if I can figure out what's going on. Gentlemen?
What's up?
I'm not seeing anybody in this session. Am I in the wrong session?
You're in the wrong session. You need to get the one that shows 8 o'clock down to the bottom. There's 2 sessions.
There is 2 sessions. All right.
Yeah. Need to get you in the other one.
All right. Sounds
Sorry.
good.
I thought you got the message there on the bottom. Sorry about that.
It's all good. Appreciate you. All right, so apparently there is another session, so let's go ahead and take a look. Wait, withdrawal? Oh, I'm already registered. I'm gonna move it. We completely withdraw from everything here really quick. All right, let's try this again. I'm guessing this is the right one. Let me see if it says 8 o'clock at the bottom. Nope, that says 12 o'clock, so that is the wrong session. Here's the other session, 8 o'clock. We're good. This is it. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. We had to set up a new session, so we're just getting some things set up here really quick. None of the race details will change, so. Oh, you're wrong too? Well, you know what? We're all just a little confused at the moment, but that happens. It happens. It happens. Hello, Clouded. Welcome in, buddy. We got a little bit of time until we start qualifying anyways. Yeah, here's everybody. You see everybody listed over here. They're all loading in. Good deal. Once we get this thing loaded up, I'll introduce you to all the racers. I'm being optimistic, Drafty. Come on. You need to be optimistic too. All we need to hear is some cars running. Then we know we're good. I might have to reload my overlay and everything, everybody, so you might have to just bear with me. I hate when we have to do this, but you know, sometimes it happens. That's technology, you know what I mean? 2025. Hey, I see cars on the track and we are night racing, baby. All right, so let's get this off the screen. I'm gonna have to reload my cameras really quick. Now we're golden. Let me see if I'm gonna have to reload my overlay really quick. Hold on. Yep, I'm showing no data. Do this and this. Once this thing comes back up, we should be good. Let me go ahead and show you some of the race details. Yes, beautiful. All right, now we have 70-degree Fahrenheit track temperature. That seems to be much more like it. All the other details are exactly the same from the introduction. So yeah, good luck tonight, boys. Let's go ahead and check out some of the racers down on track. I'm going to put this banner off really quick so we can show some of the racer details. Who has the fast time right now? It is Joe Hudson. He is in pit lane. Let's go with this view and show. And let's show this. I'm going to do this. Best lap. 30.08 by Joe Hudson. Now, do remember, Joe Hudson had some penalties from last week, so he is actually going to have to start at the rear of the field. He's going to have to start from pit lane, unfortunately. There he is, the number 49 car. Got a new paint scheme this week. That's a good-looking paint scheme. I like it. I'm actually going to adjust something here really quick, too, so you all can actually see the cars just a little bit better. These are some of my settings. Y'all don't steal my secret settings there. You see that? Totally secret. All right, who else do we have out on track? Chase Greer, the number 8 car from Johnsonville, South Carolina. He's had a pretty darn good season so far, so good luck to you tonight in your Chevy Camaro, Chase Greer. Who else do we have out on track? Dustin Rogerson, currently sitting in pit lane from New Berlin, Illinois. The 0X racing team there, so good luck to you tonight, number 23, Dustin Rogerson. Who else do we have? Derek Buckaloo out on track at the moment in that Galaxy paint scheme. I love this thing. I say it every single week. The number 81 car from Beeville, Texas. Good luck to you tonight, Derek. Chris Cornett currently in pit lane. Can't see his car, though. Here is Shannon Wood. I don't think I've seen Shannon Wood this season in the 02 cars, so welcome in, Shannon Wood from Greenville, South Carolina, not too far from me. Good luck to you tonight, Shannon. Who else do we have? Joey Hickok's out on track at the moment, running some laps around in the number 3 car. The Flatwoods on the big side of that thing. I love the number 3 because it looks like Dale Earnhardt, and boy, do I miss you, buddy. Who else do we have out here? Kenneth Redinger out on track at the moment, the number 24 car from Reading, Pennsylvania. That's a good looking car. I like the black and the bright colors, I always do. Who else do we have out here? The number 44, John Ross, our current points leader, sitting in pit lane, part of the Adrenaline Racing crew. Good luck to you tonight in your Ford Mustang. Justin Parham currently in pit lane as well, the number 19 car. New paint scheme on this thing. That's a good look. I like the Yingling. Nice. Good luck tonight, number 19, Justin Parham from Bowling Springs, South Carolina. Who else do we have? Todd Merkel out on track, number 12 car. He's had a pretty solid season so far, too. He did get into a little bit of trouble, you know, at some of the super speedway races, but he had a pretty solid race last week, so good luck to you tonight from Dearborn, Michigan, Todd Merkel. John O. Lynch currently out on track, number 31 car from Yulee, Florida. Oh boy. JJM is dead. I don't know what that means, but it sounds good. John O. Lynch, number 31 car out on track. Good luck to you tonight. Who else do we have? Ryan Gomes, the 55 car, currently pulling into pit lane from Arcata, California. Good luck to you tonight, Ryan. Here is Zach Lockett, currently tied for 3rd place in points. Had a pretty darn good season. Look at that new paint scheme on this thing, too. I like the black and the purple. Looks good. He's driving the Toyota. You're going to see a lot of Toyotas out on grid, so good luck to you tonight, Zach. Jay Stinson, the one that he is tied with, pulling out on track in the Trash Panda Disposal. Chevy Camaro. Good luck to you tonight, Jay. And the number 2 car from Bristol, same place I am. How about that? We're going to check out the other cars as soon as they finish up with qualifying here. Well, as they're doing qualifying, I suppose. Alan Wild currently in pit lane, the number 28 car. There's still quite a few I have not introduced. Getting ready to move it into qualifying. It'll be set for 5 minutes. As soon as we get those done, we'll move on to the race. Remember, we got 150 laps of racing here today. Who's going to be the first one to hit the track? I'm seeing some cars pull down on pit lane now. Oh, here's one. Here we go. We'll zoom in on that one. Tommy Pulte pulling out on track, number 26 car. Show you some of his details. Where are you from? Woodstock, Illinois. Good luck to you tonight, Tommy. Here's Chase Greer coming out on track. John O. Lynch said he was out on track. Yeah, there he is. He's pulling out on track. Kerry Klein coming out on track. Haven't introduced him yet. The number 11 car in the Ford Mustang. Good luck to you tonight, Kerry. Joshua Perrin out on track. The number 76 car in the Ford Mustang as well. Getting ready to make his fast lap. Leroy Cobb-Lentz out on track at the moment. The 42 car from Dover, Delaware. And the old Ford Mustang. Adrenaline Racing on the side of it. Good luck to you tonight. Who else have I not seen? Keith Prince. I don't think we've seen him. The number 1 car from Fairhope, Alabama. Johnny Johnson Motorsports on the side of that thing. Good luck to you tonight, Keith. Who have we not seen so far? Patrick Hernandez, I don't think we've seen. From Fort Worth, Texas. The number 4 car. Good luck to you tonight, Patrick. I think that just may be everyone. We're going to pay attention to the scoreboard over to the left. That's going to show us our fast time. Current fast time is John Ross, our points leader, with a 30.54 for his first lap. Remember, they do have 2 attempts. So we're going to take the best of those 2 laps. I'm going to take all the results from all this qualifying, line them up for the main race of the day. I think it should be a pretty good one. Taking on board here as he makes his way around the track. He's zooming. He has had his fast time beat, though, unfortunately. He did improve on his second lap, though, to a 30.39. So nicely done, John Ross. Derek Buckaloo is who we're riding with right now. He currently has the fastest time. A 30.23 is the fast time to beat. Zach Lockett making his way around the track. Just put in a 30.28. Going to pull down to the apron, take that thing to pit lane. So pretty good time there on the front row currently. See if he can hold that time. Eric Buckaloo still with the fastest time, a 30.23. Shannon Wood put in a pretty solid time. Put in a 30.30. Here is Joshua Freed making his way around the track from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The number 39 car has put in a 30.32. Nice lap time. Here is Joey Gattina. I haven't seen him before. The number 14 car. Welcome in. I'm rooting for the guy from New Berlin, Illinois, because I know where that is. You know, that's fair enough, man. Oh, that's an interesting fact. So their high school mascot is a pretzel in New Berlin, Illinois. Just learned that. Here is Christian Delgado, the number 13 car, making his way around the track at 30.38 fast time. Currently good enough for a top 10 start. Ryan Gomes making his way around track on the 55 car. We are at 3.5 minutes into qualifying, so we got a minute and a half left. See if anybody is going to put in a late time here. Here is Kenneth Redinger making his way around the track. Getting ready to cross the start-finish line. 30.52 has improved to a... Where'd you go? Oh, the fastest time on the board. I was searching. A 30.20 puts him at the very top. Nicely done, Kenneth Redinger. Holy smokes. I didn't expect to have to move all the way up to the top of the grid to see him. That's pretty good. Joe Hudson put in a solid time. Unfortunately, that is only going to secure his pit box, you know, for the race. He is going to have to start from pit lane. I like that throwback paint on the side of this thing. It reminds me of like an older, like road racing car. That's a good looking paint scheme. I like it a lot. Don't believe anybody else is out on track. Oh, wait. Christian Delgado still running around the track a little bit. Jay Stinson is out on track too. I believe he just now finished his qualifying session. A 30.88 will be his final time. Final time, 30.38. I think he's just running some laps right now just to get some, get a little bit of practice in. We are 15 seconds away from this being complete, everyone. Now that we are done with all the driver introductions, I will turn these off. Driver details, get out of here. We'll turn on our sponsor banners down at the bottom. Appreciate all of you all pitching in to help sponsor this league. It is definitely a group effort. Qualifying is now done, everybody. It is over. Show you the starting lineup here in just 1 minute. Cars going to make their way down to the grid. This will be a good chance for me to take a little bit of a break and go ahead and roll some sponsor ads. So if you all would just bear with me, let's roll some sponsor ads really quick, and I'll see you right back here in just 1 second. All right, welcome back, everybody. Does look like drivers now making their way to the grid. I'll go ahead and show you the results from qualifying. This will be our starting grid for today. Here you have it, Kenneth Redinger, fastest time with 30.204. Going to be good enough for pole position, buddy. Nicely done, Kenneth. Derek Buckaloo going to start alongside on the front row. Row number 2 will be Zach Lockett and Joe Hudson, which Joe Hudson is going to start from pit lane, so he will not make grid. Chase Greer and Shannon Wood will be in the 3rd row together. Patrick Hernandez and Josh Freed will be in the 4th row. Joey Gattina and Justin Parham will be in the 5th row together. Sharing the 6th row together will be Dustin Rogerson and Christian Delgado. John Ross, our points leader heading into tonight, going to start all the way back there in 13th, alongside Ryan Gomes, going to be in 14th. Row number 8 will be Todd Merkel and John O. Lynch. Row number 9 will be Joey Hickox and Keith Prince. That all we have? No way. There we go. Let's move on through. Here we go. Sean Wilder and Leroy Koblenz are going to be in row 10 together. Row 11 will be Alan Wild and Tommy Pulte. Who else do we have? Joshua Perrin and Kerry Klein will be in the 12th row. And in the 13th row, we'll have Zach Stevens and Jay Stinson. 14th row, we'll have Chris Cornett, which he's had a really good season so far. Going to start with no time in qualifying. Matthew Fritz going to be alongside. Ryan Workman going to be back there in the back. He will have our man starting from pit lane. He's going to be joining him back there at the back of the grid. But the pace car is off. Let's go ahead and get to the green flag stand. Green flag is out, and we are underway here at Chicagoland. Into turn 1 we go. Here we go. Let's see what Kenneth Redinger can do. You see the 49 car having to start from pit lane. That's going to be an uphill battle all day long, but we'll see what he can do. But yeah, Kenneth Redinger going to go out to the early lead. Derek Buckaloo going to have to settle into that 2nd position right now. 3rd place back here is Patrick Hernandez. We have in 4th position Chase Greer trying to battle to the inside here. Can't quite make the move heading out of turn number 4. He's going to dip down to the apron, see if he can get a nose ahead at the start-finish line. I don't think he does. The number 4 car had quite the run heading off of turn number 4. Who is this back here? Joey Katina going to be currently in 5th place. Started back there in 9th, so a pretty nice move here at the start of the race. Already up into the top 5. There he is battling with the number 8 of Chase Greer. He's going to be on the low side. Let's see if Joey Katina can make something happen here on the high side. See the 0-2 of Shannon Wood not too far behind. Who else is that back there? Is that the 44 of John Ross? I do believe it is. Already made up 6 positions, up into the top 10. Here's the 23 of Dustin Robertson trying to make a move to the inside as they head out of turn number 2. And down the backstretch they go. He's going to be alongside the number 44 of John Ross. Not able to out-drag race just yet. Oh, John had quite the run there on the high side heading out of the corner. A lot of side-by-side racing already. Figured it would kind of mellow out here in the first few laps. I guess we'll just have to wait and see how racy they feel today. Do remember at lap number 30 will be our first end of the stage. So they're going to score stage points. So they'll be racing pretty hard at lap number 30 and at lap number 65. That's the end of the 2 stages today. All the way to our checker flag at lap 150. Let's go ahead and take an onboard here with the number 23 of Dustin Rogerson. See him here on the low side behind the number 19 of Justin Parham. Get a little loose heading out of turn number 2. Look like they're getting single file action up front. Gonna try to log some laps, I'm sure. Here the tires just a squealing as they head into turn number 1. Out of turn number 2. This is a pretty nice track. I do enjoy racing at Chicagoland. There's not a whole lot to it, to be honest. You feel like you're constantly turning, though. I will say that. Like, you don't feel like there's a moment where you're just barely holding onto the wheel and letting it coast down the track. But it's not too technical, but you feel wore out after the race either. Wow, here's the number 12 car. There he is, making a move to the inside. It's Todd Merkman. I think he will get that job done. Nicely done, Todd. Moves up into the top 10. Started back there in 15th place, so he's made quite the moves here at the beginning of the race. Derek Buckaloo, our new leader, though. Looks like the 24 of Kenneth Redinger has slipped back from the lead. Set one for 2nd spot. Ooh, a little bounce off the wall there for the number 4, Patrick Hernandez, as we head out of turn number 4 and across the stripe. Focus here on this 3rd place battle. Looks like the top 2 spots are held down right now, but Chase Greer sitting here. We've got the best seats in the house. Has Joey Katina and Patrick Hernandez battling for that 3rd spot. Does look like Patrick is going to win this one out at the time being. We are single file as we head into turn number 1. Or turn number 3, I apologize. Let's see what's going on throughout the grid back through here. Christian Delgado, a pretty solid start to the race. Started back there in 12th position, all the way up to 8th right now. Justin Parham kind of in a no man's land in the number 19 car right here. Got a little bit of a gap up to the 13 of Christian Delgado, and a little bit of space back here to Todd Merkel. It's got his hands full with the number 1 of Keith Prince. All over the bumpers. We head into turn number 3. Good battle back here for 12th and 13th. Dustin Rogerson, the 23 car, has Chris Cornett, which has made up a ton of positions. Started back there in 27th position with no time put in for qualifying. And here he is running in the 13th spot right now, battling with Josh Freed. Man, how did he make it up here so fast? I have no idea. Absolutely flying right now. Let's see what kind of speeds they're putting on. Speaking of, what time we got here? We got a 170 mile per hour, it looks like, heading into the corner and out of the corner. Let's see what they get down the back stretch here. 84, 86, keep climbing. Looks to about 191, 192 mile per hour down the back stretch. Carrying about 170 in the corners. So, yeah, definitely hauling some ass around here, that's for sure. A lot of single file action at the time. Here's your leader right now, Patrick Hernandez. Number 81 of Derek Buckaloo settled into that 2nd spot. Kenneth Redinger, our pole sitter, sitting back here in the top 3. Got his hands full, though. We got a good battle for 4th position right now. John Ross on the high side. He has the number 14 of Joey Katina. Going to take that spot away. He does have a little bit of help, though, of Chase Greer in behind him there as we head off of turn number 4. Already 12 laps down. Last week's race was a little bit tough. I'm not going to say we saw a lot more cautions than we thought we were going to. So the race kind of extended a little bit longer than we like. But still, nonetheless, it was a really good race last week. That green-white checkered attempt at the end there, man, that was really exciting watching the number 88 just absolutely pile drive the field, man. He just took off from the start. Kenneth Redinger here taking a move to the inside of the number 81 of Derek Buckaloo as he heads out of turn number 4. Had quite the run, had to make a quick move down to the inside apron there to keep from hitting him right there in the bumper. Be just that top line speed, man. It absolutely flies down the back stretch there. Let's see if the 81 can get the move done on the high side here, heading out of turn number 4. Not able to do so just yet. Does not clear just yet. Number 24 going to get a little bit of a draft there off the number 4 car. Draft isn't a huge issue around here. But boy, every little bit helps when racing's this close. They are running thick setups between the cars. Oh, the 24 slides up the track there a little bit and touches the left rear quarter panel. But the 81 of Derek Buckaloo going to lose quite the speed here. Now he's going to go 3 wide with John Ross and Chase Greer as we head into turn number 3. Going to be stuck on that low side. We'll see if it kind of drags some speed off of him. It doesn't look like it currently. Still 3 wide as we head across the start-finish line into lap number 15. Got a battle for the lead up here, too. Derek Buckaloo taking a look to the inside of the number 4 of Patrick Hernandez. Not able to get it done out of turn number 2. But we're still 3 wide back here for 3rd position. Looks like Chase Greer, nice run off the high side there. He's going to drive away a little bit. That's going to leave Kenneth Redinger and John Ross to battle for the 4th spot. Good battle in behind them, too. The number 14 of Joey Katina and Shannon Wood, the 02 car on the inside. Man, look at that run there through the middle of the corner. Wow, what like a rocket, man. Joey Katina was flying there. Will overtake Kenneth Redinger as we go down the backstretch and move up into a top 5 position. Let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the field, see how everybody else is doing outside the top 10. Looks like Todd Merkel is the last one in the top 10 right now. But Keith Prince going to be stuck in the middle. Chris Cornett still trying to make big moves, man. He's made up 17 positions since the start of the race, up into the 10th spot. Justin Parham, the number 19 car, is still in the thick of things back here. So is Dustin Rogerson in the 23 car. Like he's going to take the high side here through 1 and 2, or 3 and 4, I mean. Not able to do too much with it. Here's the number 91 of Sean Wilder. Having a pretty solid race. Started back in 19th, currently up to 14th. Ryan Gomes, the 55 car, started in 15th, currently running 15th. Josh Freed started all the way up there in 8th position and is now back here in 16th. So he's had quite the rough start to the race, but he might be on a strategy to try to save a little bit of tires here. You never know what everybody's thinking inside the cockpit. 17th right now is Leroy Koblenz. Started in 20th, up to 17th. Alan Wild not having too shabby of a race in the 28 car. And into turn number 1, going to have a good battle here with the number 2 of Jay Stinson. This is the battle for 18th. Good choice using the high side. That's what I like around here too. Close to the walls, I can get it. What else do we have back here? Matthew Fritz currently running in 20th. Started in 28th, so he's made up quite a few positions. Uh-oh, John O'Lynch going to slap the wall there a little bit, heading out of turn number 4 in the 31 car. Corey Klein in the number 11 car, running in 22nd. There's Tommy Pulte back here in 23rd. Joshua Perrin, the 76 car, back here in 24th. Joey Hickox, currently in 25th. Zach Lockett, currently in the top 3 in points. Started in 3rd place, all the way back here in 26th at the moment. I think he had to start from pit lane, maybe. I don't exactly remember the start of the race. Here's Joe Hudson. He did have to start from pit lane. Currently running in 27th position. 28th right now is Brian Wertman in the 74 car. And Zach Steven rounding out the grid right now in the number 33 car back here in 29th position. All 29 cars still running. Here are your leaders still battling up here for the lead. Looks like Patrick Hernandez leading the way. Got a good battle for 2nd position, though. We're about 9, almost 8 laps away from our very first end of stage number 1. Whoa, the 81 got really loose off the corner there. My goodness. And into turn number 1, the 44 of John Ross. I think he will get this move done. Started in 13th. Currently eyes a spot for the lead of the race. He's looking at the number 4 car. See if he can catch up to him. Good battle back here, too. Chase Greer trying to take an inside line. Looks like everybody else is on the high side. See if anybody dips down, tries to head him out. It does look like the 24 of Kenneth Redinger going to go down there with him. He's actually, I thought he was going to go down there for some help, but I think he's going to try to get this move done. Going to take an onboard here with the number 24 car. Heading into turn number 1. Nice and smooth. The tire wear starting to become an issue already. They're about a second off of pace from the start of the race. Battle for the lead. John Ross taking a look to the inside. Let's go ahead and go side by side here. Let's look. 44 took a peek to the inside. I don't know if he's going to have enough speed to get the move done. He does not, since we head across the start-finish line. On to lap number 24. 6 laps away from end of stage number 1. Ooh, the 44. I thought he got a little loose there off of turn number 2. Doesn't look like he did. Patrick Hernandez still able to hang on to the top spot. Eric Buckaloo is sitting here waiting to pounce, I think. Team of 13 and Christian Delgado getting a little bit loose there. Coming out of turn number 4. Going to get the move done. I see him flashed up to the top of the leaderboard there for just a second. Not able to hold the speed, though, heading off that low line. The 81 had quite the run out of the corner, though. Derek Buckaloo, here he goes, and move to the inside. He slides up the track just a little, gets into the side of the 44 car. I think that slowed them both down a little bit. Now look at the number 8 of Chase Greer trying to capitalize here. There he goes all the way down to the apron to try to get 2 spots down the straight stretch. Not able to do it yet. Being that low entry to the corner, I don't think he's going to be able to carry much speed. We'll see how it all works out, though. He does not going to lose a little bit on the 81 and the 13. 14 of Joey Gattina. Can he get the move done as we cross the start-finish line on to lap number 27? Now, these stage points, they definitely mean a lot to these racers, and you'll see them race pretty darn hard all the way to the start-finish line to try to get as many spots as they can. I think the number 81 is going to hang on here. He'll be in fourth position now, and I think he has locked that one down. The 24 of Kenneth Redinger had quite the run to the entry of turn 3. Not able to do much with it through the center of the corner or out it. But I think the 81's safe right now. On to 28. Here's your leader, the number 4 of Patrick Hernandez. He's got quite the lead over the rest of the field. Let's look at the... yeah, you can see just about what I'd say probably 3 to 4 car lengths ahead right now. 4/10 of a second ahead from the rest of the field. We'll see how John Ross does here in the closing laps of stage 1, if he really drives the wheels off this thing. You can see the 2 different approaches to the corner. Looks like Patrick Hernandez is content running that high line. John Ross really attacking the corner and trying to hit that apex. Like turn 1 and 2, they take it just about the same. And with Redinger taking a peek to the inside of Derek Buckaloo here. Nothing doing. We'll take a peek to the rest of the field here really quick. Don't see much of anything going on. Patrick Hernandez on to lap number 30. John Ross has a little bit of pressure here from Christian Delgado. Running that really low line through turns 1 and 2 is the 44 of John Ross. Christian running that higher line. Might have quite the run here heading down the back stretch. He is a nose ahead as we head into turn 3. I see the yellow flag come out here in just 1 second. Does look like the winner of, the winner of stage number 1 will be Patrick Hernandez, number 4 car.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Yellow flags
Caution
are now out. Pretty good racing there for stage number 1. Congratulations, Patrick Hernandez. Going to secure that top spot there. Not too shabby. Let's see how they're scored. Yeah, I know. 0X looking pretty darn strong tonight, Benjamin. Not going to lie, man. Pretty darn strong. I'm sure we're going to see some people taking pit lane here in just a minute. We'll go ahead and wait and see what they all choose to do. Good green flag run there from everybody. Looks like Patrick Hernandez, yes, did win the stage. Christian Delgado got 2nd. John Ross was in 3rd. Derek Buckaloo in 4th. And Kenneth Redinger going to round out your top 5 in stage number 1. I think that pace car snuck up on him. What do y'all think? Looked like everybody had to lock them down. Now let's see pit strategy. I foresee everybody going down pit lane. Remember, they do have 5 sets of tires to use here today. No use in taking any of them home with you. Might as well use them all. About a 5th of the way through the race, so this seems like a good time to come down pit lane. It does look like everybody lining up to do so right now. Let's see how it shakes up the grid here. Now we are in pit lane. Patrick Hernandez and Legacy and Christian Delgado. The entire field is coming down pit lane. Man, these cars look so good under the lights, don't they? I think every race in NASCAR should be under the lights. Let's hear it, chat. What do y'all think? I just think night racing just makes it feel like that's the way it should be. But that's just me. Maybe it's just me. But it looks like they are all going to take 4 tires this round. He was going to win the race off of pit lane. It does look like the 24 of Kenneth Redinger are going to win the race off of pit lane. I'm not entirely sure if John Ross got that or Christian Delgado. It was pretty close between the 2. The lights are right. I like it. Yeah, I really like night racing, man. I just always have, always will. I was pretty spoiled growing up, though, because I grew up in Bristol. And, you know, we always got the spring race that was during the day, and then the night race, which was at night. So I would always try to compare the two and be like, man, night racing is just so much better. See, Benjamin gets it. This man gets it. Some of the best races are at night. Richmond, Bristol, Charlotte. Amen, brother. Preach it. All right, lights are still, oh, nope, lights are out on the pace car, so we will go green flag next time by. Go ahead and take a run through our top 10 starting lineup. Does like Kenneth Redinger going to lead us off on the inside of row number 1. He'll have Christian Delgado going to start alongside John Ross, going to be in the 3rd spot, alongside Chase Greer in the 2nd row. Derek Buckaloo going to start on the outside of row number 3. Patrick Hernandez will be on the inside of row number 3. Row number 4 will have Chris Cornett on the outside and Justin Parham going to be on the inside. Dustin Rogerson going to start in the 9th spot on the inside row of row number 5. And Josh Freed, the number 39 car, going to start on the outside of row number 5. That'll be your top 10 for our first restart of the day here. I agree. Under the lights, cooler for spectators too. I agree. I used to leave Bristol spring race with the best tan you could imagine. It was real red though. Some call it sunburn. I just call it a real good tan. And then the night race always, man, it was always so nice. I love the night race. All right, we're going to see pace car dip to pit lane here in just 1 second. Green flag is in hand for our restart here. Our very first one of the day. Let's see how Kenneth does on the restart. Looks like he absolutely smoked it. Nicely done, Kenneth. Oh, yeah, full car length ahead. So head into turn number 1. But it does look like John Ross had quite the start, too. Going to take a look to the outside here. I think the higher line is what he prefers here. So let's see what he can do with it out of turn number 2. With the fresh tires on everybody, though, it'll be a little interesting to see if the top line is still the line to have. There he goes, dipping to the inside here as we head into turn number 3. Can he get the move done as we cross the stripe? Currently not scored the leader. He is going to lead that lap. Nicely done, John Ross. See what everybody else is doing back here. We have Chase Greer currently locking down that 3rd spot in the number 8 car. Patrick Hernandez, our winner of stage number 1. Currently in 4th spot, right on the bumper of Chase Greer as they head out of turn number 2. Justin Parham having quite the race. Started back in 10th, currently running in 5th. Got to be happy with that. The number 13 of Christian Delgado got a little loose there. Heading into turn 3 and scrubbed the wall. Looks like that's going to let the 81 of Derek Buckaloo up into the 6th spot. Here is Chris Cornett having quite the race. 2nd place in points heading into tonight. Currently running in 8th position after starting 27th. Sean Wilder currently in the 9th position, leading the pack. Back here a little bit from the leaders. Good run from Keith Prince as we head into turn number 3. And yeah, Tommy Pulte did sneak up there into the top 20, didn't he? Currently running 21st. We'll take a peek at him here in just a minute. Here's the 31 of John O. Lynch on the high side. Jay Stinson started back in 26th, currently running in 13th, so a pretty solid start to the race. Ryan Gomes, the 55 car, currently running in 14th. Dustin Rogerson, the 23 car, currently scored ahead of the number 12 of Todd Merkel, but I think Todd's going to get it out of turn 4. It does look like he will. Here is the 28 of Alan Wild. Crossing the start-finish line now. Currently in 17th. Here is Tommy Pulte. Look at him. Big moves in that 26 car. All the way up to 18th spot. Joey Gattina currently scored in 19th in the 14 car. The 42 of Leroy Coblentz currently in 20th. Good racing back here in the midfield. A lot of side-by-side action. This car right here is the one I'm keeping an eye on. Number 33 of Zach Stevens. Started back there in 29th. I wanted to see just how much he can move up through the grid. Currently in 27th, now back in 28th. Let's see what he does. And this man right here, Joe Hudson. Had to start from pit lane. Currently making up some spot though. Pulled all the way at the very, very back of the field. We'll just have to wait and see. Go back up to the front. Kenneth Redinger, currently our leader out front, 24 car. The number 8 of Chase Greer. Having quite the run right now on those fresh Goodyears. Good race back here for third spot. Number 4 and the number 44, John Ross and Patrick Hernandez. Patrick goes to the inside. Let's see if he can get the move done here. I don't think he's going to be able to. Heading out of turn 4 gives John Ross plenty of space to work with up top. Looks like that momentum is going to pay off. He's going to be about half a car length ahead as we cross the start-finish line. Man, this race feels like it's flying by. I can't believe we're already on lap 42. Move to the inside for the 44, John Ross. He get the move done. It looks like he has cleared him. Is going to slide up in front of him, and yes, take away third spot. Nicely done, John. Remember, our next into the stage 2 will be at lap number 65. So 65 will be the one where you'll see the caution flags come out. Of Christian Delgado, quite the run heading out of turn number 2. It's right on the bumper of the 19, Justin Parham. Taking on board here with Christian Delgado, see what they're dealing with in the cockpit. I'm going to turn this off really quick. Nice and smooth. Look at him go. Right on the bumper. Is he going to make a move here heading into turn 3? And stick it right down there to the white line. What happened to Dustin Rogerson? I'm not quite sure. Might have had a speed in pit lane, might have slid through his pit box, not sure, but he's all the way back there in 26th position. Where is he at? Here he is. I'm trying to see if he's got any damage on his car. It doesn't look like anything crazy has happened. I can't quite see the other side of his car. Let's see if we can see it on this view. No, I mean, the car looks good. Who knows? I didn't see anything happen over here in my events tab over here. I don't see that he got into any kind of accident or anything like that. But keep an eye on him, see what happens. Right now, Kenneth Redinger looking really good out front. He's absolutely flying. Buckaloo, Justin Parham having a pretty good little scrap here for the 5th spot. Ooh, somebody touched the wall there a little bit heading out of the corner. Saw the sparks of flying. I think that happens quite often, honestly. They're really pushing the limits there heading out of turn 4. If we got any side-by-side battles back throughout the grid. Yeah, we got a little bit back here. The 31 of John O'Lynch and the 91 of Sean Wilder on the inside here. I see a number 12 of Todd Merkel down there too. Who is that back there? Joe Hudson in the 49 car back there too. Josh Freed taking a look to the inside of the number 91 here as we head into turn 1. The speed on that high side though of the 91 I think is just gonna be too much for the 39 car. Watch old Todd Merkel here for a minute. Side by side right now with Joe Hudson. He's the battle for 15th spot. I think Joe will get it. He does. Number 55 of Ryan Gomes going to be on the high side here as we go through 1 and 2. I think the 55, just too much speed up top for the time being. Uh-oh, I see sparks flying. Who was in the wall? Somebody was dragging the wall there through turns 3 and 4. Patrick Hernandez and the number 8 of Chase Greer having a good battle for second place, heading out of turn number 2. Ooh, the number 4 gets a little loose there. Going to slide up in front of the number 8. Chase Greer taking that really high line. The 44 of John Ross taking a peek to the inside here. Nothing doing for the time being. Taking on board here with the number 13 of Christian Delgado. Oh, getting a little together up there in front of him. Oh boy, the number 81. Derek Buckaloo moved up the track there a little bit. I thought Christian was going to get into the right rear of him. Getting a little racy here on lap 52. See just how much he's cranking that wheel. That right front is complaining. The setup might be just a little. These cars are naturally pretty tight though. Like, these cars are pretty easy to drive, I'm not gonna lie. A little crossover action here. The 13 gonna switch down to the low side here as we head out of turn number 4. Nose ahead as we head into turn 1 and 2. I don't want to jinx it, folks, but if you compare this race to last week, oh no, I'm not even going to say it out loud right now until we get through this. Okay. All right, we made it. Saw the number 1 of Keith Prince getting to the wall there a little bit in the 88. Getting a little shot from behind. I think the 88 had a little nose damage now. Uh-oh. Let's look at the nose of this car as we head through turns 1 and 2. You know what I was going to say? Compared to last week, we are racing pretty darn good. Really proud of these racers. We had quite a few cautions last week, and it was a little bit rough to get through. Yeah, look at the damage to the nose of the number 88 of Chris Cornett. Definitely going to need to get a little bit of repair done here. Yeah, I don't want to curse it. I definitely don't want to curse it. It wasn't a good sign, though, as soon as I went to say it, and then he gets into the back of the number 1. Battle back here, the 91 of Sean Wilder and Josh Freed. The 39 car going to be on the low side here through turns 1 and 2. We got some double file action back here in the midfield. Uh-oh, the 31. John O. Lynch gets into the wall there a little bit. I think he got a little stuck on it. Going to lose a lot of speed here. Can't do much with it. 31 again, going to get into the wall a little bit harder that time. I need to be careful. Keep beating off the wall like that, and then he's going to take a little bit of damage. You can see the 88. I think the performance of that car is starting to weigh on him here a little bit. The 31 quite the speed heading out of the corner. There goes a look to the inside here. Can he get the move done? Here's Chris Cornett's point of view. He's going to be stuck on that high side as he heads out of the corner. You can see he's not getting up to the same RPMs as everybody else. Everybody else is touching the 9,000 mark. You can see the you can see it down there on the dash. You'll see it light up red when they get to 9,000. I'm wondering if that aerodynamic. Does he get here? Oh, he does. Okay, not too bad then. But I do think he's scraping off a little bit of time here with the aero damage. Not sure how the car is driving. It looks like he's still handling it pretty good, so it doesn't look like too much of a handful. But just that straight line speed starting to weigh on him. Uh-oh, gets into the wall there a little bit. He's going to get into a wreck here. Slides up into the 28 of Alan Wild. Unfortunate for Alan Wild there. I don't think there's much he can do, and he is down a wheel, folks. He took a big shot. Oh, I believe he might just have to take a tow back to pit lane. Tommy Pulte caught up in that one too. Let's go ahead and take a look back and see exactly what happened. If this shows me a good point of view, I think we'll go with this point of view, and we'll go in quarter speed. I saw the 88 get up into the wall, and I think he just gets a little loose here and can't turn the car. Slides up into the 28 of Alan Wild. Man, I really hate that for Alan. He was having such a good race. See the 42 caught up in that as well. 28 slides down the track. Oh, yes, gets into the 26 of Tommy Pulte there. Big shot on the outside line there. Oh, the 02 caught up in that too, I do believe. Yeah, a lot of good cars caught up in this one. All right, let's get back to live action out on track. Let's see what everybody's doing. I'm sure there's going to be all kinds of pit stops here, probably from a lot of the midfield guys. I think the leaders are probably going to try to stay out. Remember, at 65 is what we were scheduled to have the end of stage number 2. This might be a quick race to the end of stage number 2, if we can get back green flag racing in time. Joe Hudson in pit lane at the moment. John O. Lynch coming out of pit lane now. Somebody was asking about Dustin Rogerson. He is still out on track, currently scored in 16th now, so he will make up quite a few positions there with people taking pits. I'm kind of curious what happened to him, too, because he was having quite the run. Hard to tell, though. Shannon Wood still in pit lane, the 02 car. Joey Gattina in pit lane, the 14 car. Chris Cornett, I think he might be trying to get the nose of that thing fixed up here a little bit. Try not to go a lap down. Remember, they do have one faster pair in case they want to use them. And then they might not be trying to, though, this early in the race. 28 car of Alan Wild did make it to pit lane. I think he might have had to take a tow, though. He's going to be in there for quite some time. If lights go out on the pace car this time by, they do go out. All right, so let's go through our top 10 starting lineup. The 24 of Kenneth Redinger going to lead us off with Patrick Hernandez. The 4 car going to be alongside. The 44 of John Ross will start on the inside of row number 2 with Chase Greer in the 8 car on the outside. Who else do we have up here? Justin Parham going to be on the inside of row number 3 with Derek Buckaloo. The 81 car going to be on the high side. We'll have Christian Delgado on the inside of row number 4 with not Jay Stinson. It should be Keith Prince. There's Keith Prince. He's just lagging a little bit behind back here in the number 1 car. And then row number 5 will be Jay Stinson, the number 2 car on the inside line with, who is that? Josh Freed? Yes, it is Josh Freed back here in the 39 car. Oh boy, oh boy. It's going to be a quick race to the end of stage number 2 here. But remember, these points are worth quite a lot. Green flag this time by. I think most of everybody did make it out of pit lane. Yes, Chris Cornett did make it out. Holy smokes. Gonna drive that thing like a madman to make it back. There goes the pit car to pit lane. Green flag in hand for our flagman up here.
Green, green,
And
green.
we are back underway. Our second restart of the day. Nice start on the inside there from Kenneth Redinger. We're the leader right now. We are heading into turn number 1. The 44 of John Ross, though, feeling pretty darn good with those wild moves he's making there. He does take a little bit higher line than Kenneth Redinger through turns 1 and 2. Let's see if that pays off. Heading down the backstretch. Here he goes, making a move to the inside. Can he make it stick? Apparently no. The 4 car, Patrick Hernandez, is going to take the higher line too. We might be 3 wide here heading out of turn number 4. Kenneth Redinger squeezing the 44 down as low as he can to try to match that line. Across the start-finish line on to lap number 64. Kenneth Redinger still our leader out front. The 44 of John Ross going to be scored in second, and the number 4 of Patrick Hernandez will be scored in third. Nice and smooth through 1 and 2. Still side by side, Patrick Hernandez and John Ross down the backstretch. It does look like Patrick Hernandez will win out that battle. And now set sights on the leader, the 24 of Kenneth Redinger. Who's back here in 4th? It is the 19 of Justin Parham with Chase Greer rounding out top 5 right now. We got a good battle for 6th position. Derek Buckaloo going to be on the high side with the 13 of Christian Delgado down low. The number 2 of Jay Stinson. Man, started back in 26, currently running in 8th. What a day. John Ross does. Oh, we got a little bit of a touchback here. John Ross up into the wall. The 13 of Christian Delgado had to get out of the throttle. The number 1 of Keith Prince goes up into the wall with Jay Stinson. Almost had 4 wide here. See what the race is. It looks like Kenneth Redinger's got it secured. John Ross will be in second. Justin Parham in third. Patrick Hernandez in fourth. And Chase Greer going to round out the top 5 here in stage number 2. What a good race all the way down to the line. I think we have some cars that got caught up in a little bit of something back here. I see Shannon Wood quite off the pace. The number 14 car of Joey Gattina off the pace. Let's see if we can see anything that happened. I think Todd Merkel was caught up in something. Okay, I'm seeing Todd Merkel went off track right here. Oh, yeah, they're already crashing right here. Let's back it up just a little bit. I know we had some tight battles. I'm actually going to take a ride here with the number 2 of Jay Stinson. He's kind of right here in the thick of things. See exactly what happened. They are 4 wide heading off the corner. The 31 really tries to feed it in there of John O'Lynch. Let's see how it works. 93 sliding up the track. I think they just run out of track being 4 wide. Oh, the number 12 just gets hooked. Unfortunately, there ain't much he can do there. Looks like these 3 kind of ran out of space, though. Oh, the number 1 took quite the spill. Keith Prince, you see him spinning around here. The number 93 spinning around as well. Of Zach Lockett. Man, just a lot of cars caught up there at the end of stage number 2. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of racers go down pit lane right now. Kenneth Redinger currently in pit lane, it looks like. Getting that car serviced. Good race there from him at stage 2. John Ross going to be out right behind him. Justin Parham out of pit lane now. Patrick Hernandez coming out of pit lane. Christian Delgado now coming out of pit lane as well. Boy, oh boy. Pretty good racing here so far tonight. Does look like Sean Wilder, the number 91 car, is going to be scored our leader. It looks like our top 6 positions. So Sean Wilder, Justin Hickox, John O'Lynch, Zach Steffens, Matthew Fritz, and Shannon Wood. All top 6 cars right now. They did go down pit lane on lap number 60. So they do have some pretty fresh tires, but they're going to be 6 laps older than the rest of the field. And the rest of the field will be led off by Kenneth Redinger back here in 7th spot. So from about 7th all the way down to the rest of the field, everybody on fresh Goodyear tires for our last half of the event here. Should be interesting to see. Let's see if lights are out on the pace car. I believe they are. Yes, lights are out on the pace car, so we will be green flag next time by. Here is your top 10 starting lineup. It does look like Sean Wilder was scored our leader, but he's going to choose the top line here. Joey Hickok's going to start on the inside. Zach Steffens and John O'Lynch going to be in the 2nd row. Matthew Fritz and Shannon Wood will be in the 3rd row. Kenneth Redinger and John Ross up there on the high side. The 44 car will be in your 4th row. And your 5th row will be Justin Parham, the 19 car right here. And Patrick Hernandez is going to be on the high side. All eyes on the number 91 car. This will be our 3rd restart of the day. Let's see how they do. Two racers that have not been on the front row for a restart, so it should be interesting to see how they do. Pace car goes down pit lane. Green flag over to your left. Here we go.
Green flag,
green flag here on lap number 69. Sean Wilder, nice start on that high line. It looks like he will take the advantage heading to turn number 1. Nice start from him. Holy smokes, he took off. Number 3 car, Joey Hickok's going to have to settle for 2nd right now. The 31 of John O'Lynch smacks the wall really hard out of turn number 2. I could foresee a little bit of damage to the right front of that thing. The 33 car of Zach Steffens all the way up to 3rd spot right now. Going to take the inside line here. Can he get the... Oh, man, the 31 again slaps the wall. He's knocking every wall down here at the old Chicagoland Speedway. Look at the number 29 of Matthew Fritz having quite the run, too. Currently scored in 5th position. We'll see what the fresher tire does for the leaders back there in the back. If it's that much of a difference, it might make it a bit of a difference. at the beginning here, but I think once they get a little bit of wear on them, I think they'll be just about evenly matched. The 31 car going to go to the high side. The 24 of Kenneth Redinger going to try to thread the needle here, making it 3 wide, heading out of turn number 4, crossing the start-finish line on to lap number 71. He's having a lot of faith in these racers around him, sticking it right there in the middle. Oh, the 31 again going to scrub the wall out of turn number 2. Holy smokes. He's making it work, though. He's carrying a ton of speed. So it's definitely working out for him. It just, boy, it kind of scares me on the right front of that car. There he goes again. Going to slap the outside wall as he head out of the corner. I just think he likes it up there. Here's your leader right now, the number 3 of Joey Hickox. Sean Wilder has faded here a little bit, back to second position. Zach Steffens currently rounding out top 3. Kenneth Redinger does get the moves done and moves up to 4th position. John O'Lynch again going to touch the wall heading into the corner. Does he hit it coming out of the wall? Or coming out of the corner? No, he does not. He actually does not this time. How about that? Sticking on board here with the 31. He's putting on quite the show here. 24 of Kenneth Redinger going to try to make a move to the inside of the 2nd and 3rd place position cars. Can he make it stick? 31, good run out of the corner. Going to get right on the back of the number 19 of Justin Parham. Again, going to go to the high side here through turns 3 and 4. Car gets a little bit loose there on entry. Looks nice and smooth out of the corner. Has quite the advantage right now over the 19. I think he was a nose ahead as we cross the start-finish line. Watch the number 24 of Kenneth Redinger. I think he will get the move done here on the 33 car. Now tries to get it done on the number 91 car. And down the backstretch, getting ready to turn into turn number 3. Can he get the move done? Wow, what the advantage. Holy smokes. Sean Wilder, I think he had a really bad entry to the corner. He lost a ton of speed. The 33 is going to get by. The number 19 has a shot here, and the 31. And John O'Lynch might have a shot here. Yes, loses 4 positions in one little section of the track there. That's unfortunate for the 91 of Sean Wilder. It was the 13 of Christian Delgado. Now going to take a peek to the inside. Somebody's blinking back there for me. Let's see what's going on out front. Here's your leader, number 3 of Joey Hickox. Kenneth Redinger has set sights on him. Oh. A little bit of network issues there. Make sure my connection's stable. Yeah, my connection looks good. Okay, just making sure it wasn't me. Made me a little nervous there. All right, what's going on back here in the midfield? We got Justin Parham in 4th place. John O'Lynch in 5th. Good battle back here. The 91 of Sean Wilder on the high side. The number 4 of Patrick Hernandez, which had quite the start of the race. Let's see how he's going to do at the halfway point here. Currently scored in 7th. Exactly where he started. Eric Buckaloo currently rounding out top 10. Shannon Wood holding down the 11th spot, the 02 car. The 44 of John Ross currently scored in 12th position. Joe Hudson all the way up to 13th spot. Now remember, he set a really good qualifying time. So it would not surprise me if he makes his way to the front here. Here is the 55 of Ryan Gomes, currently scored in 14th. Zach Lockett, the 93 car. Caught up in an accident there at the end of stage number 2, currently running in the top 15. Tommy Pulte in 16th position. Jay Stinson currently in 17th. Kerry Klein in 18th in the number 11 car. Josh Freed, now scored in 18th, has overtaken Kerry Klein. Todd Merkel currently rounding out the top 20. Kenneth Redinger is fighting for the lead, folks. He took a peek to the inside there through 1 and 2. Had quite the run out of turn number 2, not able to secure the spot just yet. But I think those fresher tires are really going to start paying off. You see a little bobble there from the number 3 of Joey Hickox there. I don't know if he's going to be able to hang on to it. Down to the apron goes the 24 of Kenneth Redinger, and he will lead this lap and clear that position. He is your new leader, folks, here on lap number 80. Well, I see a little bit of damage to the nose of the number 3 car. Was I just seeing things? I think I'm just seeing things, folks. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, he's gonna slide up here into the wall, though. That's gonna allow the number 33 of Zach Steffens. Can he get the move done? He does. Now he is your second place man. Does look like the 31 car did settle in, Nancy. I think you did a good job calling him out. Looks to be settled in now, running in a good top 5 spot. Just barely scraping the wall each time, no big deal. Oh, baby. That sounded good, didn't it? I think so. Currently watching number 4 of Patrick Hernandez. Trying to hold on to that 6th spot right now, but the 13 of Christian Delgado all over the rear bumper as we head out of turn 4. Does look like he got a little bit of space in between the two. Heading to turn 1. Here is number 8 of Chase Greer. Let's take an onboard here with the number 8. That is the 13 of Christian Delgado right there in front of him. I think he is content right now. It doesn't look like he's trying to make any crazy moves. Trying to get some laps under the belt. We are getting ready to start lap number 84 out of 150. Well past the halfway point here tonight. Only had 1 caution so far, so nicely done, racers. It makes these races a lot of fun to watch. I'm excited to see some green flag pit stops. That's when you really separate the men from the boys, if you ask me. It's easy to go down pit lane when it's under yellow. Under green flag conditions, there's a lot at stake. But we'll just have to wait and see. The number 31 gets a little loose off the corner there. I think the number 3 of Joey Hickox might have a shot here. Nice and smooth through the corner. 31 going to slide up the track there a little bit, get out of the gas a little bit. We'll lose that position. Oh, wait, hold on. So the number 31 driver is my grandson. Okay, so 31 is your grandson. The number 3 is your son. Okay, I like it. So Joey and John O like to race together. Well, that's probably making you a little nervous when they're side by side, isn't it? Well, that's neat, though. They're both doing quite well here tonight. Currently scored in, what, 4th and 8th position? Not too shabby. I think the 31 got a little loose there out of the corner and lost a few spots. Chase Greer currently sitting in 8th. Patrick Hernandez going to be on the high side here. 13 of Christian Delgado eyes a spot into the top 5, and I think he's right now got it. Can he make it stick as we head out of turn number 2? I think he might have him clear. Going to move up the track, and yes, he does. Nicely done, Christian Delgado. 81 of Derek Buckaloo. Quietly sitting back here. He's been up front all day long. Had a really fast car. I think he just might be settling in for right now, trying to get some laps, in there and over with. Does he have a little bit of damage to the nose of that thing? Oh no, Matthew Fritz has lost internet connection. That is unfortunate. The number 29 car will have to retire from the event. Well, nicely done, Matt Fritz. Now you just get to sit back and watch your teammates do their thing. Let's see if we got a little damage to the right front of the 81 car here. I think we do. Yeah, he's got quite the damage. Oh, he's going to slap the wall out of turn number 4. Yeah, scraped up the side of that 0X car. Tends to happen around here. I think quite a few people have slapped the outside wall. 24 car of Kenneth Redinger, still our leader out front. Justin Parham in the 2nd position now in the 19 car. Quite a day from him. Started back in 10th. Currently running in 2nd position. Zach Steffens. Quite the day, too. Started in 25th position, everybody. Do you all remember right at the beginning of the race, I said, I'm going to watch this guy. Number 33 car. I put the eyes on him and said, I think he's going to race his way to the front. And here he is on lap number 90, running in third position. Thank you, Zach Steffens, for not making me look like a fool. The number 4 car, Patrick Hernandez, currently running in fourth. Christian Delgado currently runs out top 5. Jay Screw there on the high side, currently holding down 6th spot. We got a good battle back here for 7th, 8th, and 9th. We have Derek Buckaloo going to be on the low side here. The number 13 number 3 of Joey Hickok's going to take the high line here out of the corner. The 44 of John Ross, after that pit stop, was kind of back there in the midfield trying to race his way back up to the front. And the 31 of John O'Lynch, I think he's starting to struggle with a little bit of tire wear and maybe a little bit of performance issues, slapping the wall there so hard quite a few times there at the beginning of this run. There's John Ross to the inside. We'll take a cockpit view with him. That's exactly what he's looking at. He's had a really fast car all day. See the side by side, you can see just the nose of the car up top of Joey Hickok's. John Ross again takes that position way now, eyes the 81 as he heads out of the corner. Going to slide up the track right up next to him. Down the backstretch we go. Can he get the move done here as we head through the corner? I don't know if he can. He's going to try, and he will. Nicely done, John Ross. Now up to 7th. Uh-oh, what happened to Matthew Fritz? He has gone to pit lane, the number 29 car. Oh, wait, just kidding. That's Matthew Fritz. He's out of the race. I seen like the event popped up on my screen. Oh, is he back in? Oh, okay. That's why it popped up. Well, Matthew Fritz back out on track, everybody. The 29 car. I thought he went down pit lane. That was him coming out of pit lane. Okay, good deal. Justin Parham feeling a little bit of pressure now by the number 4 of Patrick Hernandez. I think he touched the wall there a little bit heading out of turn number 4. Here goes the 4 of Patrick Hernandez to the inside. See Matthew Fritz there on the apron coming back out on track. Didn't see him get a chance to rejoin us. Christian Delgado, quite the run there out of turn number 2. Going to take a look to the inside. Flying. Here they come down turn 1. Let's see who runs the high line, who runs the low line. You see a lot of the cars taking that higher line. Can he make it work? He's really working on the number 4 of Patrick Hernandez, but I don't know if he's going to get him here heading out of turn number 4. Patrick did touch the wall there a little bit heading out of 4, lost quite the speed and all the momentum coming out of the corner. Christian might have a shot here. Has he cleared? He has cleared. He slides up the track, and into the top 3 goes Christian Delgado. Let's see what's going on back here in the midfield. Got the 31 of John O'Lynch really struggling for grip here. I think he's really pushing pretty hard at the middle of the corners. The 39 of Josh Freed currently running right there in front of him. We're watching the number 91 of Sean Wilder battling with the 93 of Zach Lockett there on the low side. About to go 3 wide heading out of the corner. Do we make it work? Yes, we do. Holy smokes. I did not think we were going to make it. Oh, no, we got a wreck on the backstretch. 93 of Zach Lockett turned into the wall. Big wreck. Lots of cars caught up in this one. Oh, no, man. A lot of cars tore up in this one. We'll have to go back and see exactly what happened. But I did see the number 93 get hooked. All right, let's go back and see exactly if we know what happened. I did see this one right here, but where did it start? The number 3 car comes up into the number 91. Left rears him. He comes down the track. Right rears 93. He goes spinning up the track, and he gets absolutely pile drived once he goes up into the wall. Ooh, you see the car coming completely off the ground here. Here comes the rest of the field. They're on their way. I can see it. I can sense it. Here it comes. The number 11, does he make it through? I think he does. Goes down to the low side. The number 12 going to be caught up in this. The number 1 car full on shot there on the number 93. 55 caught up in this. 42 caught up in this one. A lot of cars damaged right here. Let's go back and watch that in real-time speed. You see just how fast that happens. He just gets hooked. There's nothing he can do. Boom, there he goes right up into the wall. We'll take one more look at this. We're going to take a cockpit cam just to see exactly what he was experiencing anyways. We'll go cockpit cam. We'll go full blast. Here he is just driving, minding his own business, and there it goes. Oh, man, that's unfortunate. Unfortunate for a lot of these racers. All right, let's get back to some live action out on track. A lot of cars going to go down pit lane. I think every single car, yes. Kenneth Redinger, our leader, has led the whole pack down into pit lane. He is now back out on track. Justin Parham going to come out in second. Third place will be Patrick Hernandez. Chase Greer going to be fourth. And John Ross will round out your top 5 with the race off of pit lane. 33 of Zach Steffens will take that spot. Derek Buckaloo is going to be back in 7th. I think Zach Steffens beat him off of pit lane. I'm not sure. Josh Freed going to be scored in 8th position. John O'Lynch going to be scored in 9th. And Shannon Woods going to round out the top 10 with the race off of pit lane. Brian Wertman up in 11th. Good to see him having a good run. He was one of the only racers to have 0 incidents in one of our races this season. So nicely done, Brian Wertman. Good, clean racer out there. Chris Cornett. Remember, he suffered a little bit of damage there in the middle of stage 1 and 2. Looks like he's got that thing repaired. Currently going to be in 12th position. Kerry Klein going to be in 13th. Jay Stinson going to be in 14th. And running at the top 15, Christian Delgado in the number 13 car. Right, let's see how it all lines up. Lights are out on the pace car. Does look like everybody made it out of pit lane. Is anybody still in pit lane? Brian Wertman coming back down pit lane. Joe Hudson, the 49 car. Looks like he's coming back down pit lane, or maybe leaving pit lane. Can't quite see. Actually, I think he might be pulling into pit lane. Yes, he is. Justin Rogerson, the 23 car, going down pit lane. Ryan Gomes still in his pit box. Keith Prince in his pit box as well. Zach Lockett. Remember, he took that big spill. I don't know if he's got a fast repair left, because I think that's his second accident he was caught up in. So unfortunately going to be in pit lane for our restart here. I don't think he's going to make it back out. But here's your top 10. This is how we're going to start here for our 4th restart of the day. Kenneth Redinger going to lead us off. Going to have Justin Parham going to be alongside. We'll have Patrick Hernandez and the number 8 of Chase Greer going to be in second row. Derek Buckaloo going to be on the outside of row number 3 with John Ross alongside. Joshua Freed going to be on the outside of row number 4 with Zach Steffens going to be on the inside. And Shannon Wood and John O'Lynch will share the 5th row together for our restart. Getting ready to head out of turn number 4 now. You're going to see that pace car dip down to pit lane. There it goes. Green flag in hand. 4th restart. Let's see how the 24 does on the inside line. It does look like nice job, man. Hit it right on time. He's going to have a full car length advantage heading into turn number 1. Looks like he is the man to beat today. The 24 car has been up here all day long, has ran really, really good. Good battle for second position, though, right now. We have the number 4 of Patrick Hernandez going to be on the inside with the number 19 of Justin Parham. Going to be stuck on that high side as we head out of row number 2, turn number 2. Got a little tongue-tied there, I apologize. Looks like top 5, 6, 7 are all going to be single file now. Top 8, top 9 will be all a single file line. Probably one of John O'Lynch going to be right alongside the 0-2 of Shannon Wood. This is the battle for 10th position on track. Nice smooth line running right up against the wall. Oh, man, he hits that wall hard coming out of turn number 2 once again. To be a little slow here on the backstretch heading into turn 3. It does look like the 39 car of Josh Freed will make it by. Chris Cornett going to try to follow suit. Not able to get that move done and cleared. Does look like John Ross will hang on to it. Here he goes again. Through turns 1 and 2. Looking on board here with Chris Cornett as he races out of the corner. Down the backstretch we go. You see right in front of him we have Josh Freed and Derek Buckaloo battling for the 5th spot. Nice and smooth. Coming out of the corner. Pretty good racing all over the track, I'll be honest. Got a good battle up there for second place just a second ago. Patrick Hernandez took a peek to the inside of the number 19 of Justin Parham. Not able to make much of it, though. 24 of Kenneth Redinger. You see him out front still, doing a pretty nice job. There's John O. Lynch and the 44 of John Ross still battling for 7th spots. Nice and smooth out of turn number 2. Josh Freed is really trying to get this position from the 81 of Derek Buckaloo. He's been trying lap after lap. He gets a little bit ahead there on that lower line heading through both corners, but just not able to get the move done. 81 just carrying too much momentum out of the corner and down these straight stretches. I think John O. Lynch is going to try to follow the 81 car. Does finally look like the 39 cleared him for just a minute. Now they're going to switch roles. 39 will be up top. The 81 will be down low as we head into turn number 3. Can he get it done? He cannot. The 39 still hanging tough on the high side. Looks like Patrick Hernandez has almost got this move done on the number 19 of Justin Parham. So get through turns 1 and 2. Is he going to slide up in front? He does. Good racing all over the track. Look at this 3-wide battle back here. Derek Buckaloo going to be on the low side. The 39 car of Josh Freed was stuck in the middle there for quite some time. But it looks like John Lynch, what a move on the high side to overtake 2 cars in one corner and move up into the top 5. Nicely done, John. Ballsy move there. But you know what? It paid off, that's for sure. Oh my goodness! The 39 car got a little loose there out of the corner, came down the track and caught the nose of the number 81 car. Luckily, they both held it together because there's a whole pack of cars in behind them with a lot of fast racers. That could have been a really bad situation for a lot of people. There's the 13 of Christian Delgado. He eyes all this. He is right here in the middle of it all. Let's take it on board with him. You can see all the position battles right here around him. He's in one himself. He's got the 33 car of Zach Steffens right up above him. This is a battle for top 10 spots. Looks like it's kind of calmed down here for just a second. There's the number 2 car of Jay Stinson right here in 12th position on the inside of the number 11 of Kerry Klein. Nicely done, Jay Stinson has secured the 12th spot. Oh no, the number 11 car has turned around. What's going on back here? The number 88 caught up, the 42 caught up. Oh no, a lot of good cars tore up here. Just as I said it. Oh man. I wonder just how bad it was. Let's see what brought out the yellow flag here. I seen the number 11 already turned. Did he come down the track into the 14? I think he might have got it loose out of the exits. Let's go far chase. Here we'll go quarter speed. He's up on the high side here. Does he touch the wall? He does not, but he comes down the track. You see that black line in the middle of the track? Yeah, he just comes down on the 14. The 14 was actually moving down too to try to give him a little bit of space, but I think he just ran out of time here. And there goes 11 spun around. I think the other cars in behind him just get caught up in it. I see the 14 car going up the track. He collects the 88. And then, yeah, the 42 gets caught up in it, just being an innocent bystander, being right there in the middle of things. Man, that is tough. That is tough. But that is it, folks. That is our, what, 5th caution of the day? Yes, 5th caution of the day brought out here on lap number 110. A lot of the leaders going down pit lane now. While we got this little bit of a break, I'm going to go ahead and go to a commercial break really quick, and we'll be right back here in just 1 second. Commercial break now out of the way and done. Let's go ahead and get back to some action out on the track. Does look like pit stops are now done and over with. Let's go ahead and take a look at our top 10 starting lineup. Does look like Joe Hudson will be our leader for this restart. Going to start on the inside line. Has not been down pit lane since lap number 99. So going to be on some older tires here. We'll have Kenneth Redinger going to be on the higher side. Going to be on row number 1. Justin Parham and Patrick Hernandez will be in row number 2. Chase Greer and the 31 of John O. Lynch will be in row number 3. Row number 4 will be Sean Wilder, the 91 car with the 81 of Derek Buckaloo. And Josh Freed going to start on the inside line with the number 44 of John Ross going to be on the higher side. Going to watch the pace car get down pit lane here in just 1 second. Does look like some of those cars that were in pit lane going to try to make it back to the grid in time. I don't know if they're going to have enough time to get back up here. They're dang sure going to try, ain't they?
Green,
All
green,
right,
green.
green flag is now out. The 49 car. What a start on the inside line there. Will take the advantage over the 24 car. About a 2-car length advantage heading into turn number 1. Number 19 of Justin Parham going to try to make it work here on the low side. Good run through the middle of the corner. Out of the corner, I think he might be at a little bit of a disadvantage. Look at the 31 car of John O. Lynch carrying a ton of speed down the backstretch. Gets right on the bumper of the number 19 car. Battle for the lead is on the 24. Makes the move to the inside. Joe Hudson is loose. Can he save it? He does not. There goes a big crash here out of turn number 4. A lot of cars caught up in this one. Oh my goodness. The number 19 car is upside down, folks. And he is flipping down the front stretch. Oh no, Joe Hudson just lost it out of the corner. We all saw it happen live. We'll go back and take a look and see exactly what happened, though. There's a lot of stuff going on in my timing tower over here. I think this is it right here. Yeah, here's the 49 car, already loose as heck heading out of the corner. He gets really loose. I don't know if he gets touched by the 24 car and it starts to get the car upset. We will go forward chase and we'll go quarter speed. Let's speed it up here a little bit till we get closer to the action. 24 had quite the run. Coming down into the corner, takes a look to the inside. I think he already touches him right here. I don't think the 49 was ready for the speed of the 24 car on those fresh tires and just gets touched there a little bit. Gets a little bit loose and he's just chasing the steering wheel. We will go to cockpit for just a second, watch him chase this steering wheel all around the car. Just not able to get that thing straightened back out, you know, carrying so much speed. He does keep it off the number 4, but then he gets loose and comes back up the track. There goes the 19 and the 31 of John O. Lynch caught up in it. And the rest is history. You can see all these cars, the 81, the number 8 of Chase Greer, the 91 of Alan Wild. 39 car caught up in that. Does the 33 car up top, Zach Steffens, make it through? I think he does. Yes, he does. But boy, the rest of the field does not do well with it. Where is everybody else at? Yep. Oh man, that's just unfortunate for a lot of cars out there. I'm trying to see who all was involved, but it's hard to tell. There's so many that were caught up in it. Like it looks like the whole field was just caught up in it. Oh man, that is unfortunate. But our 6th caution brought out here on lap number 115. A lot of good cars caught up in that one, so it's going to shake up the field quite a bit. Does look like Kenneth Redinger will be scored our leader. Patrick Hernandez is going to be in 2nd. John Ross, our points leader heading into tonight, is currently in 3rd place. Zach Steffens currently in 4th. Ryan Gomes rounding out top 5 right now. Christian Delgado going to be in 6th. 7th is Jay Stinson. 8th place right now is Joshua Perrin in the 76 car. Haven't said his name much tonight. Started back there in 23rd place, now up to 8th place. Shannon Wood, the 02 car. Been up and down all day, but now currently scored in the top 10. And look at this, Tommy Pulte, somehow, some way, currently scored in 10th position. Dustin Rogerson currently in 11th. Man, a lot of good cars up here, at the front of the field. Let's see just who all took the damage, who still had faster pairs, and all that good stuff. Lights are out on the pace car. We will be green flag next time by. Let's see who all is in the pit still. Matthew Fritz in the pits. Zach Lockett is out of the race, it looks like. Keith Prince back out on track. Derek Buckaloo, unfortunately, still in pit lane. The 81 car. Brian Wertman, the 74 car, still in pit lane. Now coming out of pit lane. A lot of these racers are going to miss the restart here, though. Right. Let's see what the 24 of Kenneth Redinger can do here. He's going to have Patrick Hernandez alongside on the front row. John Ross, Zach Steffens going to be in row 2. Ryan Gomes, Christian Delgado, row 3. Jay Stinson, Joshua Perrin, row 4. Shannon Wood and Tommy Pulte going to be rounding out your top 10 for this restart. 33 laps left in the race. Remember, we do have 3 chances at a green-white checkered attempt if we have to use them. Good start on the inside there by the 24 of Kenneth Redinger. John Ross going to try to make it work on the low side. Can he take away that second position? It currently looks like he does. But the number 4 car of Patrick Hernandez, quite the run on the high side, but he will get cut off. All momentum will gone by the number 44 of John Ross. Good battle for 5th position back here to the 13 of Christian Delgado. Zach Steffens going to be on the high side, and Jay Stinson going to be on the low side. See what Jay can do here across the start-finish line. Going to be on the lower line here. Does have quite the run through the tri-oval there. Really pushing hard here on the lower side. And out of the corner, yes, he does secure that position. He's battling back here. Shannon Wood and Joshua Perrin. So battle for 8th position right now. The number 88 of Chris Cornett, last week's winner. Going to make it 3 wide as we head out of the corner. Can they make it work? Oh my goodness, that was a little scary. They did make it work though. Nicely done to all 3 racers right there, keeping it off one another. 30 laps left to go. Single file out front, not a lot going on. A good racing was right here in the middle of the field. The number 12 of Todd Merkel did have a faster pair left because he is looking bright and shiny out here, currently running in 11th. Caught up in that last accident that brought out the yellow flag. Justin Parham, same situation. Car looking good. The 76 lost a little speed there, hit through the middle of the corner. We're going to go 3 wide down the backstretch. Joey Katina going to be caught right here in the middle. They are still going to be 3 wide as he head through turns 3 and 4. What does the 19 car do here? Does he stay on the high side? It looks like he will. Yes, the 14 clears. My goodness, all kinds of good racing here tonight. What's going on out front? Anything? Not a whole lot. A lot of single file racing back here. Let's take these battles back here. Shannon Wood on the inside of the 88 of Chris Cornett. Gonna go 3 wide again. Chris Cornett, Joey Gattina. Oh my goodness, the 76 to 12 is down in the grass. Does he save it? He's going through the grass. See how good he can rejoin the track. I think he's gonna be okay here, but he's gonna lose a ton of positions. Unfortunate there for the 12 of Todd Merkel. All the way back to 22nd place right now. Oh man, that is unfortunate. Goodness, what a race. What a race. Let's see what's going on back here between these racers. Man, it's really close right back through here. All the way from about 9th position, all the way back to 14th, 15th position. It's really, really spicy back here. Josh Freed going to be right here in the middle, heading out of the corner. Going to be on the inside of the 23 of Dustin Rogerson. He had the number 3 of Joey Hickox there on the inside, but they backed out there a little bit. Double foul action there, heading out of turn number 4, the number 3 of Joey Hickox, and the 23 of Dustin Rogerson still wheel to wheel. The 76 of Joshua Perrin touched the wall there, and into turn 1. Leader still out front, single file, not a whole lot going on up there. Good battles for position though back here in the midfield. Number 11 here, going to take a peek to the inside, Kerry Klein of the 76 of Joshua Perrin. Much doing. Number 8 of Chase Greer, man, he was having such a good day. Was running up front there, got caught up in that accident. Took some damage, now shuffled back here to the back of the field. Really got a lot of work to do here with not a lot of laps on the board. 25 laps left to go now. Still tucked right in behind the 24 of Kenneth Redinger. I feel like the 24 car is the car to beat today. He's been up front all day long, has led a ton of laps, showed a ton of speed. He's currently sitting in the best position he can be in with 24 laps left to go. Currently taking an onboard here with the 55 of Ryan Gomes. 33 of Zach Steffens taking a peek to the inside. Not much doing as we head down the backstretch. Chris Cornett and Justin Parham battling back here for 8th position. I feel like the 88 has had a roller coaster of a day. I see a lot of these drivers have had a roller coaster of a day. I've seen a lot of these cars go all the way to the front, all the way to the back, and then all the way back up to the front. It's just been a wild one all day long. Heading out of turn number 3 now. Chris Cornett not able to get the move done. The 19 of Justin Parham still hanging strong there on the high side. Still nothing doing. Heading out of turn number 2. Still side by side. Been this way for a couple laps now. Can't quite get the move done still. See just how evenly matched these two cars are. Going on back here. Anything good? Got Kerry Klein. Tommy Pulte battling for 17th spot. Tommy on the high side, it looks like. Going to make that move complete. Let's see what's going on right up front. Let's see, only a couple tenths of a second separating the two. The gap's a little bit bigger since the last time we looked at it. Kenny Flowage really stretching the legs out front. Wants to see this thing go green flag all the way to the end, I'm sure. Taking on board here with the number 14, Joey Gattina. Head down the backstretch. Took a little bit of a look there on the inside of the 19. Nice smooth run through the corner. Takes the lower line here. Sticks right on that white line. Coast up the track there a little bit, heading out of the corner. Let's see if we can see the nose of that car peek into the view here. There he is, that higher line carrying the momentum down the backstretch. We'll switch roles here a little bit. Now Justin going to go down to the white line. A little wider entry there for Joey. Good exit out of the corner. Quite the run down here out of turn number 4. Oh no, 31. Breaker popped, so he is done, folks. The number 31, John O'Lynch, has lost power, unfortunately. Oh, the 28 car quite off the pace here. Kind of surprised these racers catching up so fast. I really hate to hear that for the 31 of John O'Lynch, man. He has been through some wild times here today. He's beat down that wall all day long, but he's still running really good. So I hate to see him being taken out, you know, if it's something he can't control. So I really hate to hear that for him. But hey, that's what happens. 39 of Joshua Freed trying to make it by the 19 of Justin Parham. The number 3 of Joey Hickok's poking in the frame here too, and the 02 of Shannon Wood. Joey Hickok's up into the wall there a little bit, going to kill some of his speed. The 02 of Shannon Wood now going to take a look to the inside, see if he can capitalize on that. 15 laps to go at the line here. Really getting down to the nitty-gritty, folks. Oh no, Joey Hickok's bounces off the wall pretty hard there out of turn 2. I thought he was going to come down the track, but he did a nice job getting that thing wrangled up. But boy, did he take a shot on that wall. I'm wondering how much damage he's got to the right front here. He is again slapping the front. Actually, the car looks pretty good. Might be okay. That looked like a hard shot to me, though. Good battle for the lead going on. The 44 of John Ross getting a little impatient here. Sees 14 laps to go and said, you know what? It's go time, boys. Currently scored the leader as we head into turn 3. Has cleared the 24 of Kenneth Redinger. Oh, the number 4. Patrick Hernandez is going to slap the wall there a little bit out of turn 4. Down to the apron goes the 44. Carrying as much speed as he can down the straight stretch into turn number 1. And they come down the back stretch. You're going to see him zoom into frame here. Everybody got pinned to the floor. I think everybody's starting to get a little antsy with their positions. They know it's getting towards the end of the race. Man, that midfield is wild and crazy still. Everybody side by side, jostling for position, switching lanes, doing whatever they can. The number 4, Patrick Hernandez, I feel is slowly reeling in the 24. Might have a battle for second position going on. The 44, John Ross, takes the higher line through turns 3 and 4. Whoa, boy. Oh, I'm number 4 blinked there for a minute. 4 going to be on the higher line here, heading into turn 1 and 2. See how good of a run he can get down off of turn 2, down the back stretch. Lots of speed being carried. Got the draft of the 44 too to help him out there a little bit. Going to stick really close to this wall through turns 3 and 4. I think he might get it done here. Not just yet. 24 hanging on, but now that is done. The 44 out front, the 4 in second, 24 in third. 13 of Christian Delgado currently scored in 4th. And Jay Stinson, what a good day from him. Currently running in the top 5. Zach Steffen still scored in 6th. Chris Cornett currently in 7th. Ryan Gomes in 8th. Joey Gattina in the 14 car scored in 9th. And Justin Parham rounding out the top 10. Good battle in behind them, though. The 23 of Dustin Rogerson leading Josh Freed, Shannon Wood, Chase Greer, Joshua Perrin. Quite the pack of cards in behind him. Shannon Wood going on the low side here, the 39 car. Josh Freed going to be up top, the number 8 of Chase Greer. Remember, he was caught up in an accident, trying to race his way back up to the front. Oh, the 39 goes a little high there. I think he's lost some speed, and he does. The number 8 of Chase Greer will take that spot away. Oh, the number 3 car gets into the back of the 39 of Joshua Freed, goes into the wall. Does Joey Hickox keep it okay? Yes, he does. Lost some speed now going down pit lane. Oh, no. I think he might feel bad about that. Maybe. Not sure. Didn't look like he took a lot of damage. I hate to hear that. Get hard racing between those. Christian Delgado trying to eye a 3 spot here. Takes the inside look on the 24 of Kenneth Redinger. Can the 13 of Christian Delgado get it done? 7 laps left on the board, everybody. Getting down to the nitty-gritty here. Oh, the 24 slid up there a little bit and touched the wall. Gonna lose a little bit of speed. The number 2 of Jay Stinson now in the picture too. Can he get it done? 6 laps left to go now. Boy, some of these racers got to be wore out. It's been up and down day for a lot of them. Number 13 of Christian Delgado has got the move done. And he's currently scored in 3rd, but the 24 of Kenneth Redinger is not done. He's not giving up that easy. Going to take the higher line here, 2 turns 3 and 4. Ooh, the number 4 of Patrick Hernandez hit the wall there pretty good. You can see the damage to the right front of the car. I don't think it was enough to slow him down all that much, because it does look like the gap is still just about the same, still carrying a lot of speed. Whoa, gets a little loose there out of turn 2. Down the backstretch to 13. Might have a shot here at second position. Here he goes, making a move to the inside. Can he clear and get the spot done? Number 4 going to be up top where he just slapped the wall. Redemption. He did quite well there to keep it off the wall. Had to make a little corrective move there. I think the 13 scared him there a little bit. He thought he was going to run into him. I didn't think anybody was going to catch the 24 car after that last restart. I think the tires are starting to fail. 0.4 of a second advantage for the number 44 of John Ross out front. You can see just why he is our points leader heading into tonight's. Always there, right there at the end, driving the wheels off that thing. 3 laps left to go. How's this all going to go? What's going to happen? Can't quite tell just yet. Christian Delgado really pushing that lower line to carry as much speed as he can to try to compete with that momentum off the high side. Not able to get the move done here on the number 4 car, though. 2 laps left to go. Oh, he slides up a little bit, touches the number 4 through the tri-oval. Here he goes to the inside line. The 24 of Kenneth Redinger not done either. It does look like 13 has finally got the move done. Patrick Hernandez now has some company. The 24 of Kenneth Redinger going to try to make a move here through turns 3 and 4. As they cross the start finish line this time by, they will see white flag out in the air. John Ross with quite the advantage out front. Nobody battling him right now. I think it's his race to lose at the time. See if the 24 can get the move done here. He is on the inside of the number 4 of Patrick Hernandez as they come out of turn number 2 for the last time here today. Good momentum swing there for the number 4. He does clear the 24. Good battle back here too. Jay Stinson and Zach Steffens battling for that 5th spot. Race is now over. Racing down to the line. The number 44 is going to see the checkered flags waving here today at Chicagoland. Nicely done. John Ross, our race winner. Christian Delgado will take the 2nd spot. 3rd place will go to Patrick Hernandez. Kenneth Redinger will hang on to finish in 4th, and Zach Steffens going to round out your top 5. He did get the move done on Jay Stinson there, which will have to settle for 6th position. Chris Cornett will finish in 7th. Joey Gattina in the number 14 car going to finish in 8th. Ryan Gomes, the 55 car, will finish in 9th. And rounding out your top 10 is the number 23 car of Dustin Robertson. Well, we'll give this man the spotlight. The 44 car of John Ross going to do some donuts here, do some celebrating here on the front stretch. What a drive from him today. It was definitely one of the cars to beat. Man, what a good drive from him. Got to be pretty excited about that. We'll do a little burnout action here on the front stretch. We will get to hear from our top 3 racers. We're going to give them time to celebrate and cool down just a bit, and then we'll hear from all of them. I'm excited to see how it all went. Now this is what I call a celebration. They are getting on with, look, all these racers just having a good time out here. Sounds good, Nancy. Thank you for coming out. Everybody else, thank you for coming out. If you don't hang around for the post-race interviews, I appreciate you guys a lot for being here. Hopefully you guys had a good time. Where are we off to next week? We are off to, let's look at this here schedule. We are off to Iowa Speedway next week. 175 laps of racing. Should be a pretty good race. So that is Daytona, Las Vegas, and Chicagoland in the books. 3 weeks out. We got 24 weeks of racing. So, yeah, got plenty more to go. Kansas will be up, Iowa will be up next. Go ahead and hop in Discord, see if we can go ahead and get these interviews in here. Does look like all 3 racers are in here currently. I'm going to drag them in one at a time. I guess our first racer we're going to hear from will be Patrick Hernandez. All right, we have our 3rd place finisher here tonight, the number 4 car of Patrick Hernandez. Man, let me tell you, you look like you had one of the cars to beat here tonight. You were kind of up and down throughout the field, but you ran up front for most of the race. Looked like you had a pretty good car underneath you. I thought you were going to have a little something there for the number 4 of John Ross towards the end, but Christian Delgado had quite the run. I think he saved a little bit of tires and really brought the heat there on the final 3 laps. But hey, man, got to be happy with the 3rd place finish. So yeah, let's hear from you.
Hey, man, considering all the times I screw up in the race, especially in pit row, I don't know what happened to me on pit row. You know, I gained 5 positions. You know, on green flag runs, I managed to gain 5 positions, and then on pit road, you know, I lost like 3. So I need to work on that. You know, it was a mess on pit road. The car was fast. My car was really fast, but on clean air, on dirty air, it was a handful. Oh man, it was horrible to drive on dirty air in the last run. I tried my best to try to save some tires, but then I saw the gap between the front 2, you know, was getting like way out of hand, and I decided, well, I have to push. And in the process of pushing, then I burned my tires, and I got nothing for the last 7 laps.
Yeah.
Man, the car was tight. It was horrible, man. But hey, I'm super happy for 3rd spot, so I take it.
Absolutely, man. I could see that you were starting to struggle there a little bit towards the end of the run, but hey, man, all day long you were really fast. You did a really good job keeping it off everybody else, and you're going to bring it home in 3rd place here. So, yeah, got to be happy with that. So, congratulations here tonight, and hopefully we'll see you next week at Iowa.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right, now we're going to hear from our 2nd place finisher, Mr. Christian Delgado in the 13 car.
I hate doing that, so.
Oh, I didn't switch you channels. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't know you were mid-conversation.
Oh, you're all right.
Anyways, we're here with the number 13 car of Christian Delgado. Man, I tell you what, you were really starting to turn it on there towards the last 5 laps. I thought you might have had a little something for the 44 of John Ross. But, hey, man, I think if 2-3 more laps, you might have had him. Not going to lie, because you were absolutely flying on those last laps. You were about 0.3 faster per lap than the 44 car. But, hey, still got to be happy with 2nd place here tonight, so let's hear about it from you.
Yeah, that was an interesting race. Chicagoland, not my favorite track, just because I don't know if you went on any onboards throughout the race, but this is a very like kind of drafty style track. Like going in the one, like almost everybody's revving out and stuff like that. So it's just about keeping the momentum up and stuff like that. But yeah, I knew I wasn't gonna be pretty quick, you know, out of the gate. I never really have a good short run car. I just don't set my car up like that. But yeah, I sat back. I you know, John's my teammate of mine, so we're in the BC together, and he said, I'm gonna go try to, you know, get the lead early. And I was like, okay. And since he was doing that, I was like, I'll just sit back and kind of let Patrick kind of pull me around, and that's what I did. And I saw, you know, John and Kenneth kind of battling pretty hard, and they were battling hard enough when they got side by side. That's the one thing, is especially here at this track, if you go side by side, you just suck each other back so quickly.
Yeah.
To where I think within 1 lap of them going side by side, me and Patrick were back up there right on their butt. And so I knew that I had pretty decent tires. Like when we go into the stage, what was it, at the end of stage 2 or whenever, stage 1 or stage 2, where I got that P2, I did the same thing where I kind of lagged back and saved my stuff and tried to drive through the field. And unfortunately, cautions came out in a weird spot to where I couldn't battle for the stage win. But I did the same thing there. I was telling Patrick before you dragged him in for an interview, damn, like if the 24 and the 4 didn't fight me as hard as they did, I probably could have got to John a little bit quicker, maybe gave him a run for his money. I'm surprised it was as close as it was. You know, John's a teammate of mine. I wasn't gonna rough him up or anything, of course, but I did not expect it to be side by side. What was it? You know, 3/100ths of a second at the line, but that was a lot of fun driving through the field and stuff.
Yeah, man. I think like you, it's like you said, you and Patrick being side by side there for a minute kind of killed the momentum and kind of sucked you back a little bit. But as soon as you cleared Patrick, you were catching John at like crazy pace. I thought you were going to overtake him in the last corner. I was like, holy shit, he's going to win this race. But yeah, man, still good race between you two, and man, got to be happy with second position. Nice strategy here today, smart racing. So yeah, congratulations on the second place finish, and hopefully we'll see you next week at Iowa, man.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
All right, that is your second place finisher, Mr. Christian Delgado. Really good race from him today. Now we're going to hear from the man himself, Mr. John Ross, the number 44 car. All right, now we have the man of the day, the number 44 car of John Ross, bringing the Adrenaline Racing team to the checkered flag in victory lane here at Chicagoland. Man, you got to be happy with that one, buddy. You were running up front all day long, man. You were a rocket whenever you had clear air out front, and I knew as soon as you got by the 24 car that you were going to be a really tough one to beat, and boy, you proved that all the way to the finish line. I'm not going to lie, I thought the 13 of Christian Delgado was going to have you there at the finish line out of turn number 4, but you just had a little bit too much, a little bit too soon, and I think he just ran out of time. So, yeah, man, congratulations on winning here today. So let's hear from you, man.
Yeah, that's you pretty much summed it up perfectly. I felt I'm not a fan of these super ultra tight tracks. I like for them to be a little bit looser, and this track just, you know, it's just so loose or so tight on the exit of 2 and the exit of 4. You just really have to pay attention to your tires. But then everybody was getting plenty of green flag runs, and then we would get a caution. And so you would sit back and you let people get by you, and then you would wait on the tires, and then you'd have a caution. So at the end, I knew, once they had that wreck in front of me and I was in third, I said, I really need to get a good jump, and I'm just going to sit behind the 24. And I just kind of saved entry tire and let him pull me around with his draft. And until I had enough tire just to get by him, he started to push up a little bit. And I run with Christian. I've ran with Christian for years. I knew he was coming, and he doesn't want to beat anybody else but me, So I knew at the end. I didn't think he would be that close. I thought I had it, but he got really close another lap, and I didn't need another lap. I just needed that one.
Well, that's all that matters, man. It's the last one. So, yeah, man, good drive from you today. Really smart racing. Going to bring home the checker flag here in week number 3. So, yeah, man, got to be happy with that. You were leading the points coming in, and I'm sure you got even more of a gap leaving this place. So, congratulations on that by itself. So, hopefully we'll see you next week at Iowa, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And just a shout out to all my Adrenaline teammates. Certainly appreciate that. And Jay for putting the league on.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate you guys coming out, because without you racers, it's all for nothing. So, appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, everybody, there you have it. That is your top 3 finishers. Congratulations to all 3. Patrick Hernandez, the number 4 car, will bring it home in 3rd position here tonight. 2nd place position will go to Christian Delgado. Almost had it, just not enough time. Still going to have to be happy with 2nd place finish. And then the man of the hour, the number 44 of John Ross, will be your winner here in week number 3 of the Noma Next Gen Series. So congratulations to him. And like I said, we'll be back again next week, and we'll be off to Iowa Speedway. So hopefully you guys are excited about that. We've got 160 laps of racing. So we'll be right back here, same time, same place. Hopefully we'll see you then. Appreciate you guys a lot. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much to Royalty Racing Network for bringing me on here and let me do these broadcasts. I really love doing this stuff, and hopefully you guys enjoy the show. But that is all I got for tonight. So hopefully you guys have a good week, and we'll see you right back here next week.